Welcome back, and thanks for stopping in. Here's the 2023 Rim Rocker Trail from Colorado to Utah. Enjoy. Wide open. Welcome. I guess you guys can tell this is not the Bronco garage, is it? But what it is the Rim Rocker Trail. This is a trail that goes all the way from here in Colorado across to Moab, Utah. That's Richard. You've seen him before with the Raptor. We're going to take the Bronco across, we're going to take the Raptor across, and we're going to show you what it looks like. So, stay tuned. there's about 165 miles of it from Montrose, Colorado to Narita, Colorado, from Narita, Colorado across to Moab. And like I said, it's about 165 miles. Can you do it in a day? Yes. Should you do it in a day? Not really. Not if you want to camp and see some pretty stuff, because it is going to change dramatically. And I'm just happy and glad to get out of the garage for a while and go and put this thing to the test, because it's one of my favorite things to do about the channel. I love fabricating and teaching. You know, everybody new tricks about new things, but I also love wheeling the hell out of this thing. And so last night was a really neat night. We went from Texas to just out of Durango, Colorado, and had a beautiful camp in the Aspens, and now we're gonna see what we can do. We may camp on the rim rocker, or we may get over to the Moab side and decide to hop off of it and go somewhere else. I don't know, we'll see. But for the most part, I'm gonna show you how it goes and how it changes as the situations and trail changes, because I know you don't want to see the same part of this first trail leg. This first trail leg is probably 60 miles of the same stuff I just showed you on the front of the Bronco. And so you've seen that, and I'll show you now, here coming up, when it changes, I'll show you that part, because there's gonna be forest, there's gonna be mountains, there's gonna be all kinds of stuff. That's what's so neat about it. And yes, in a lot of these areas you can get down, and you can, this Bronco will rail these trails. It'll be amazing once I put the suspension on it from Brenthal Industries, the Baja kit maker. It's gonna be bananas. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for checking it out, and this is the Rim Rocker. This stuff, when it's wet, is super hard to get through. There's runoff from all these cliffs up to your left, and that makes it treacherous. The mud down here is terrible. It is the cakiest crap. So it sticks to your tires, it sticks to everything, and it just makes it a pain in the butt. So just remember that if it's going to be wet and muddy, you may want to take caution, because it could be fun. And what I'm not excited about is, look at this, guys, right on cue. Yep, those are rain clouds, my friends. Hey, I was driving along and I saw some crazy, I don't know, it looks like a chimney in the wood. I mean, literally off in this stuff, and I don't know what it is or what it could be, but look at this. Guys, I swear, that's a chimney. And this is Snakeville, USA, but I'd really like to know, what is that? Dude, this is crazy. Guys, no kidding. We are looking at an ancient homestead right here. That is insane. Look at it, and it's all grown up, so I mean, it's been hundreds of years. But look at that. I mean, that's an actual fireplace to a homestead. What? And you can imagine why. Like, I don't know if this one day used to run, but this is the giant creek or river, as you want to call it, that runs right along here. And there's water in it now, a little bit of water, but look at this. Wow. I mean, this is old, really old. Somebody lived out here in this spot. Wow. This makes me appreciate more what I get to do, guys. Like, I just noticed this out of nowhere. And look how barren and desolate it is out here. This was a rough life. Jeez. See, there's a little natural path that ran down to the water. This is bananas. All right. Keep your eyes up on the trail, guys. You'll never know what you'll see. to show you guys this. If you'll look at this, look at the layer of sandstone below all the hard rock. And the funny thing is, you can't really see on the picture, but it kind of bowls out a little bit. Kind of like how an Oreo cookie cream looks like, the ice cream, where the cream in the middle of an Oreo cookie, it kind of bowls out like that. And it's just such a separation from the other stuff. I can only imagine how hard that material is right there. Because if you look at above, all the other stuff is loose rock and boulder type rock. That stuff has to be one of the hardest things we have. So if you guys see my Gaia, you can see where you come out here and then you have a little stretch of highway right here. It's about 15 miles and then you get right back on the trail going back towards Moab. And that's what we're doing now. And you can tell because the beginning of it is this little bitty bridge. So let's go see what this side has to offer. And this is your informational location. It tells you what you've got and how much you have left. So that's what I wanted to see. as you're careful, it's a blast to drive, right? There's a lot of traffic on it today. We've seen a lot of vehicles, but I mean, you can see it's super fun to drive when it's like this. One of my favorite things to do. But again, caution, caution, caution. I'm gonna kind of keep you guys off to my right so I don't fixate on you, but you can see the smile on my face and how much fun I have doing this stuff. I love it. You know, my girlfriend and I, we were talking about probably doing something to do some kind of subscriber meet, and not what you pay for like all the others. We're not paying for anything. Where we just decide a trail and meet to go rail some trails and camp and stuff and have a good time. If that's something you guys are interested in doing with me and some of my friends, let me know in the comments below, because I've really been kicking it around. It was her idea, and we've seen a bunch of stuff where, you know, they make you pay for it. I don't want you to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for the gas and the food and stuff to get to where you're going anyway. Instead, we'll just use that money to get there. And I think it'd be a good time, because I definitely wheel differently than other people. We lay it down, and sometimes we crawl, and sometimes we're slow. But we're super smart about it. So always respect your environment. This is a bladed road. I'm not destroying anything. This thing has been prepared by a man, and so I'm not just tearing it up. I try not to do that on 2-rut roads, like on a cattle ranch, because that 2-rut road is for reasons it's like that. And they don't blade it, because if you blade it, then it becomes a muddy mess and deteriorates the road, and you always have to maintain it. So I've been raised around this stuff. I know what I'm doing. But on these roads like this that have been bladed by man, why not have fun, right? And that's what these things are for. You can hear the blow up. I'm going, this guy just wants to rip. I've already caught the guy in front of me. Oh gosh. I sure did. He's quite upset. I wanted you guys to kind of see what it gets like in the summer. It's real bad in through here. It gets very, very dry. Very, very dusty. And I keep hitting the brakes and letting that guy kind of get out in front of me, but it's just so tight in here that it just keeps happening, and we catch each other. But it's beautiful here. Like, guys, it is so beautiful here. To the right, I have aspens like kind of peeking through all the rest of the undergrowth, and it is just beautiful to see their long white legs kind of opposing all this green, and I mean, it is just beautiful. And for you guys looking for other points of interest on this trail, that's Pioneer Campground. That should tell you and help you find places on a map when you're looking at places you can camp on this trail. There's multiple places, and in that forest section right before the lake, there's all kinds of cliffside camps that are absolutely beautiful. Kind of cool thing. This is where we should be really close to entering Utah. There should be a sign here pretty soon. I can't exactly remember where it is, but like, look at the density of this forest. It's so beautiful, guys. And what's weird is it's strung in the middle of Moab, Utah, and Colorado, Montrose, which is generally not foresty like this per se. You will see lots of elk up here. There are lots of elk. But what's cool is there's an old school Boy Scout camp way back in here where they made them learn, like, you know, bushcraft skills and go camping on their own and do things like that. It's, man, I think you guys can hear it in my voice. I love it here. Yeah. Here's the Monte La Salle. You can see here we are, state line. Utah, Colorado, baby. Now we're in Utah. Woo! make sure you remember those guys to the left. There's a lot of those on this trail. I mean, the entire trail too, not just here in Utah, over there in Colorado as well. Because a lot of this stuff is free range, and then a lot of it is intersecting private land and government land and state land, and so there's a lot of cattle just free range. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little of what it looks like, you know, from my point of view. A lot of times I'm running Onyx and Gaia in unison just to kind of compare trail notes, and I'm just kind of starting to transfer some data to Onyx off-road, and it helps me when I can watch that map, which I have so much data, to be able to move it over to that one so it's a little cleaner, and I think there's more wheeling trails on Onyx off-road, and so it really depends on what I'm doing and if it's going to be a wheeling outing or if it's going to be just an overland trip. So anyway, maybe that'll help you guys kind of coordinate your GPS software, whether it's two different ones for different things or one for both occasions. Rim rocker for us, because technically all this is open hunting land, and let me tell you something, there are hunters everywhere right now, and the last thing I want to do is be in crossfire at camp because of, you know, a cow or a bull somewhere. And when I mean hunters everywhere, I mean they are laying on top of each other. There are trailers and campers on every clearing that you could actually park or, you know, put a tent on, put it that way. So I honestly think that we're going to go ahead and call this, because where we wanted to camp is right in the middle of hunting land, and I think the safest thing to do right now would be take care of us and be safe. With that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this channel. Thank you for allowing me to do what I do, and thank you for assisting me to do what I do. Again, I have a Patreon, www.patreon.com/MaximumOverland, and it doesn't matter what you donate. It all goes to this channel. Gas, metal that I build with, cutting blades, all that stuff. Other than that, if you'll look down in the credits of these videos and go to the description, you'll see links to everything that I use. They are affiliate links. If you buy something there, it gives me a small portion. Here's more. I mean, they are everywhere, guys. This is crazy. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm not going to tell you what's next, but see you next time.